Have you ever wondered why, after all these years, The Incredibles still feels so, well, incredible? It's been decades since it first hit our screens, but there's something about this movie that just sticks with you. It's more than just a superhero story. It's a story about family, about identity, and about finding your place in a world that doesn't always appreciate your unique talents. Today, we're going to dive deep into the genius of The Incredibles and unpack why it is not just a great animated movie, but one of the best superhero films ever made. Let's start with the world building. The film opens in the golden age of supers, a vibrant, optimistic time filled with heroes, in sleek costumes saving the day. We meet Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Frozone at the peak of their powers. The aesthetic is pure 1960s retrofuturism. Think classic James Bond meets mid-century modern design. This isn't just a stylistic choice. It sets up a powerful contrast for what comes next. The glory days end abruptly. A series of lawsuits forces the government to create the Superhero Relocation Program, pushing our heroes into hiding, forcing them to live mundane civilian lives. This is where the real heart of the story begins. We jump forward 15 years and find Bob Parr, formerly Mr. Incredible, trapped in a soul-crushing job at an insurance company. He's overweight, bored, and yearns for the good old days. This is so relatable. Who hasn't felt stuck in a rut, dreaming of a more exciting life? Bob's midlife crisis is the central conflict of the film. He sneaks out at night with his old pal Frozone, listening to the police scanner, desperate for a taste of the action he's been denied. And then there's the family dynamic, which is just brilliant. Helen, now a stay-at-home mom, has adapted to civilian life much better than Bob. She's the anchor of the family, focused on keeping her super-powered children, Violet and Dash, under the radar. Violet is a shy, insecure teenager who can turn invisible and create force fields. Her powers are a perfect metaphor for teenage angst. She literally wants to disappear and put up a wall between herself and the world. Dash, on the other hand, is a ball of hyperactive energy who can run at super speed. He's frustrated that he's not allowed to use his powers, not even to excel in sports. And then there's baby Jack, who seems perfectly normal, for now. The tension within the Parr family feels incredibly real. Bob and Helen's arguments are not about saving the world. They're about raising their kids and navigating their marriage. Bob feels like he's betraying himself by suppressing who he is, while Helen is terrified that his recklessness will tear their family apart. It's a classic conflict between personal fulfillment and family responsibility, just with a superhero twist. The dinner table scene is a masterclass in character and family dynamics. It's chaotic, funny, and deeply revealing of each character's frustrations. The plot kicks into high gear when Bob receives a mysterious message from a woman named Mirage. He's offered a secret mission on a remote island, a chance to be Mr. Incredible again. Of course he takes it. The lure is too strong. He gets back in shape, gets a new suit, or rather an old one patched up, and feels alive for the first time in years. This secret life, however, creates a rift between him and Helen. She senses something is wrong, and her discovery of a single blonde hair on his suit leads her to suspect the worst. This brings us to the villain, Syndrome. And what a villain he is. Syndrome, or Buddy Pine, was once Mr. Incredible's biggest fan. A kid who just wanted to be his sidekick, Incrediboy. But Bob, in a moment of arrogance, coldly dismissed him, telling him to go home. That rejection festered for years, turning Buddy's admiration into a burning desire for revenge. Syndrome's motivation is one of the most compelling in any superhero film. He's not a one-dimensional megalomaniac. He's a product of the hero's own actions. His famous line, "When everyone's super, no one will be, is a chilling and brilliant thesis. He doesn't want to be a hero. He wants to invalidate the very concept of being special by selling his inventions to the public. He represents the danger of unchecked ego and the tragic consequences of looking down on others. As Bob falls into Syndrome's trap on the island of No Manison, the rest of the family is drawn into the conflict. Helen, using her old spy skills, tracks Bob down. The sequence where she pilots a jet, only to have it shot down with her children on board, is absolutely heart-pounding. Her desperate plea to Violet to create a force field is a pivotal moment. It's the moment the family has to start working together as a team, not as individuals hiding their powers. When they crash land on the island, the Pars are no longer a dysfunctional family. They are the Incredibles. From here on, the action is non-stop and visually spectacular. Each family member gets their moment to shine. Dash's jungle chase scene is an exhilarating display of his speed. Violet finally gains confidence, using her force fields to protect her family. Helen's elastic abilities are used in incredibly creative ways, from turning into a parachute to a speedboat. And Bob learns the most important lesson of all. His greatest strength isn't his super strength, but his family. The moment he thinks they're gone is devastating, and the moment he's reunited with them is pure joy. But let's not forget the unsung hero of the film, Edna Mode. This tiny, brilliant, and absolutely ruthless fashion designer is an icon. Voiced by the director Brad Bird himself, Edna is a hilarious and scene-stealing character. Her monologue about capes, no capes, is not just funny. It is a clever piece of storytelling that foreshadows the demise of several past supers and even plays a role in Syndrome's own downfall. Edna isn't just their costume designer. She's a mentor who pushes them to embrace their identities. She creates suits that complement their powers and, more importantly, represent their unity as a family. The final act in Metroville is pure superhero perfection. The family, now in their matching red suits, works together seamlessly to fight Syndrome's Omnidroid. Frozone joins the fight, and the teamwork is just a joy to watch. They combine their powers in smart and dynamic ways, showing how much stronger they are together. And in the end, it's not brute force that saves the day. It's their cleverness and cooperation. Syndrome's demise is a brilliant callback to Edna's no capes wachi rule. A perfect ironic end for a villain consumed by his own image. And then there's Jack Jack, the final showdown at the house, where the baby's unpredictable, polymorphous powers finally emerge, is both hilarious and terrifying. It's the cherry on top, revealing that the most powerful member of the family was the one they least expected. So, why does The Incredibles endure? It's because it's a story with layers. On the surface, it's a thrilling action-adventure with a slick, cool style. But underneath, it's a profound exploration of identity, mediocrity, and the family unit. It asks a powerful question: what happens when the world tells you to be less than what you are? The Pars journey is about learning that being super isn't just about powers. It's about embracing the things that make you unique and learning that your greatest strength lies in the people you love. The film balances spectacular action with quiet, character-driven moments perfectly. It has a villain with a truly understandable motive, a supporting cast that steals every scene, and a message that resonates with everyone, super or not. It's a timeless classic, and that, my friends, is what makes it truly incredible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. What's your favorite moment from The Incredibles? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.